إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره، نعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا. من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له، وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون. يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء، واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام، إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم، ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما. أما بعد، فإن أصدق الحديث كتاب الله، وخير الهدي هدي محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم، وشر الأمور محدثاتها، فإن كل محدثات بدعة، وكل بدعة ضلالة، وكل ضلالة في النار، وإنما توعدون لآت وما أنتم بمعجزين. Greet you all with the greeting of Islam. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. May the peace and the blessing of Almighty Allah be with you all. I'd like to welcome you all for continuation of our series 100 Advices by the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. This morning, inshallah, we're working on segment number 103. Advice number 103, page number 69. عن سهل بن سعد رضي الله عنه قال: سمعت رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم يقول يوم خيبر: لأعطين الراية رجلا يفتح الله على يديه. فقاموا يرجون لذلك أيهم يعطى، فغدوا وكلهم يرجو أن يعطى. فقال: أين علي؟ فقيل: يشتكي عينيه. فأمر فدعي له فبصق في عينيه فبرئ مكانه حتى كأنه لم يكن به شيء. فقال: نقاتلهم حتى يكونوا مثلنا. فقال: على رسلك حتى تنزل بساحتهم، ثم ادعهم إلى الإسلام وأخبرهم بما يجب عليهم. فوالله لأن يهدي بك رجل واحد خير لك من حمر النعم، أو كما قال صلى الله عليه وسلم.
Narrated by Sa'd bin Sa'd that he heard the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam on the day of the battle of Khabir saying, I will give the flag to a person at whose hands Allah will grant victory. So the companions of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam got up, wishing eagerly to see to whom the flag will be given, and every one of them wished to be given the flag. But the Prophet asked for Ali. Someone informed him that he was suffering from eye trouble, so he ordered them to bring Ali in front of him. Then the Prophet ﷺ spat in his eyes, and his eyes were cured immediately, as if he had never had any eye trouble. Ali said, we will fight them, the infidels, till they become like us Muslims. The Prophet ﷺ said, be patient till you face them and invite them to Islam, and inform them of what Allah has enjoined upon you. By Allah, if a single person embraces Islam at your hands, that will be better for you than the red camel.
Jazakallah khairan.
Which one?
The same 160.
The same one? Was that 68?
Don't worry.
68? Al-Hassan?
No,
Next.
Oh,
103.
narrated Sa'd bin Sa'd, that he heard the Prophet ﷺ on the day of the battle of Kabir, saying, I will give the flag to a person at whose hands Allah will grant victory. So the companions of the Prophet ﷺ got up, wishing eagerly to see to whom the flag will be given. And every one of them wished to be given the flag. But the Prophet ﷺ asked for Ali. Someone informed him that he was suffering from eye trouble. So he ordered them to bring Ali in front of him. Then the Prophet ﷺ spat in his eyes, and his eyes were cured immediately, as if he had never any eye trouble. Excuse me. Ali said, we will fight with them till they become like us, Muslims. The Prophet ﷺ said, be patient till you face them and invite them to Islam and inform them of what Allah has enjoined upon them. By Allah, if a single person embraces Islam at your hands, i.e. through you, that will be better for you than the red camels. Sahih al-Bukhari.
Thank you.
I could use that for my eyes right now. Alhamdulillah.
You don't have these people today.
I know. Imagine. Prophet ﷺ,
Yes.
whole lot.
Bismillah. Alhamdulillah, we see in this hadith that purpose of fighting in Islam is not to take people lands or people property. Is the purpose is saving the people, getting the people to Jannah, because there is no way to Jannah other than embracing Islam with your own choice, not been imposed in you. Nevertheless, that leaders of people, kings, presidents, whatever it is that you want to call it, they have their own greed. And as long as they keep the people away from Islam, they have the advantage for them to be rich and to be in power and all these things. They don't want Islam because Islam put everybody equal. The president and the follower, the leader and the soldier. So you find the people don't want people to get to see Islam or to know about Islam, because Islam brings all people to be equal before Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and that the people did not rule the people by what they feel, but they rule the people according the way of Allah and the sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Nevertheless, that we see here, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, when Ali tried to understand is a matter of killing them, fighting them, forces them to be Muslim, to be like us, he said, no, take it easy. We are not fighting for imposing anything on the people, but we are here to give them the da'wah. But there is something blockage or holding back that the true da'wah to reach the people, which are the governments in general, the people who are in the position of leadership. So basically, he said, no, we are not here about fighting. We here about freedom of speech that will reach to the people, that will be able to explain to them what Islam is about. We are not here to take the property of the people or to impose anything on the people. We are here to remove this veil and this misunderstanding about Islam and Muslims. We are here only to make sure that this word of La ilaha illallah had heard in the proper way. This is what Islam is about. We are not here to try to rule people. We are here to enslave people to Allah, but not to anything else. So you have to give the people the chance and the opportunity, and anything that blockage or stopping the true word to reach the people, this duty of the Muslims to remove it out of their way. This is the main thing, is removing any misunderstanding or any power or regime that stand between the Muslims and the true da'wah to reach to the non-Muslims. This is the purpose of jihad or fighting in al-Islam. We have to understand this, all right? Other than this, that the Muslims had went to wars before and in battles, but they did not impose in the people to remain, to come to Islam, but they give them the opportunity to understand what's Islam. When people embrace Islam, embrace it in their own, with their own choice, okay? And this is a big misunderstanding, because we understand that under the ruling of Islamic government, Jews had lived, Christian had lived, everybody had lived, okay? This is fact. We did not fight people to make them Muslims, but we fight the systems that stop the people to hear about true Islam. This is something very important. So anyway, the Prophet ﷺ, and here which our subject, because jihad and fighting and battles, this is nothing in my control or your control today, and we can sit here discussing it until tomorrow. We are not going to have anything to do with it for the time being. This, you understand, there is a different subject to understand in Islam. But we're here to understand something which in our reach, our hand, which is the da'wah, which is available in America, which you understand we can utilize it without breaking laws or rules or anything. He said, ala rislika, slow down. This is not the issue of fighting people, but it's the issue is giving the da'wah, okay? By Allah, if Allah guide one single person through your effort, this is much better for you than all the red camels. Okay, that we have to understand. Very important that our purpose is the da'wah, not the fighting. Our main concern is to remove any obstacle between us and the people to hear about the true Islam. So now, if you got this opportunity, now the blame is in you as Muslims. You don't have any problem to give the da'wah. Now why you are not giving it? Remember that Allah said in Quran, ثُمَّ لَتُسْأَلُنَّ يَوْمَئِذٍ عَنِ النَّعِيمِ. In that day, i.e. the day of judgment, you're going to be questioned about all the pleasures that you've been given in this dunya life. Part of this pleasure and part of this convenience, especially to those who live in America, they have the freedom of speech, they have the freedom of publicity to whatever they have or whatever they believe. Now, if they slowing down or they abandon this work, this their fault, and they blame no one except their own soul in the day of judgment. Nevertheless, we see that the Prophet ﷺ showing us the great reward of a person who became Muslim through your effort, through your work, through your trying. What it is? He said one single Muslim, one single person. He didn't say 10 or 100 or 1,000. Indeed, by Allah, This is the Prophet saying this. And I'm saying it to you. So will be a witness to this, because we're going to be questioned about it. By Allah, if Allah guide one single person, do you know what single person? Through your effort of da'wah, this will be much better than you being a billionaire, not even millionaire. Did he say in a month? Did he say in a week? Did he say in a year? No. But due to our disunity, our laziness, not caring, there is no da'wah. Okay? And we talking about da'wah is not to understand passive stuff. Alright? Not to understand, try to demonize or make anything, understand, belittle somebody, what's he doing? We're talking about da'wah, true da'wah, direct da'wah. And I'm not putting anybody or any effort down. Putting apples and a sandwich in a bag and give it to somebody, we are not talking about it. We're talking about going and talking to people about Islam. Because nowadays, many people doing this bag. Many people going visiting people in the hospital. And the Christians, they're doing more than Muslims. This is fact. We're talking about going out and talking to the people. Doesn't matter if take you a day, take you a month, take you a year, take you 10 years. Your job is not to reach, your job is to start the trip. I'm saying what you doing, anything you call it da'wah and direct da'wah, alhamdulillah. But being going only to the homeless and giving, you understand, food, visiting hospitals, many people do the same and better than us. So our effort is not noticeable by anybody. Okay? And in most cases, they take the apple and they do not even see the flyer in the bag. And again, I'm not putting anybody's effort down. But I'm talking, da'wah means da'wah, that I'm going out to talk to you. Not only talking to poor or homeless or black people. We're talking about, you have thousands and thousands of students. They understand what you're talking about. They're going to challenge you. Okay? We're talking about going and giving the da'wah to the people. If it's a church, it's in the street, if it's in the corner of the store, whatever. We're talking about a real da'wah. You are not breaking the law. You are not doing something illegally. You have the opportunity. You have the money. You have the books. You have the institution. You have the place to do it. Why Muslims are not doing it? I'm not talking about Colombia. I'm talking about anybody living in United States. Okay? I'm talking about any people who migrated or born in America. You living in a ni'mah that you don't know it. You living in a blessing, you did not see it yet. Because in so-called Muslims country, you can be put in jail to do something like this. And I mean it. Okay? You could not, and so-called Muslim, Arab, whatever you want to call it, they don't have this. So-called freedom of speech. You can go outside and talk to the people. You don't have this. We have it here. Look on the level, not South Carolina, the states, and tell me how many organizations do you know that's doing da'wah effort as it's supposed to be. We're competing with each other in building masajid and minarets and all these things. We did not have almost masajid, we have ma'abid, a place of worship. That means like rituals. You don't have organization how to have a place of da'wah and invite people. Okay? We're talking about not passive da'wah, we're talking about a serious da'wah. Exactly, if you want to give you example, and all of you will relate to this example, if some of you had heard about the black Muslims, the nation of Islam before, which some of them still exist. You can go to Pharaoh Road and see in a cold day, rainy day, every Sunday, the way how they dress, the way with their newspaper, approaching the people in the middle of traffic, in everywhere, knocking in people's door, same thing like Jehovah's Witness and anybody else. This is what we're talking about, real da'wah. That you go in and you understand, a very organized effort that you go from door to door, from street to street, from store to store, and from everywhere. This is what we call it, really having da'wah. If you don't know what I mean like when you go to the flea market, and I'm not stepping in anybody's store today, this morning again, like the people concerned about Saturday, Sunday, this is a flea market day. You have your people there. If you're the boss man or you're the working man, the table will be there at 6 o'clock. You pay and understand that $25 or the $40 for the table. There is nothing called today is off. You're sick, I'm sick, but the second person is there by the table. A real effort. A real effort of da'wah. We have to understand how serious it is. Brother, why I have to do this? This is too big. This is too over my head you're talking about. But listen what the Prophet is saying. He's saying only one person. We are not asking you to bring 10 people to Islam. You don't bring people to Islam. You only take means for people to come to Islam. Allah is the one who guides. But if you are not going to talk, and if you are not going to explain, and they try to remove this misunderstanding, this is what we're talking about. This effort, if it happen, this seeds that you put in it, if it happen, and bring about green leaves, by the will of Allah, you are a winner. We're talking about not to understand like gambling and lottery, and you win $10,000 or $100,000. You'll be like a millionaire. Red camel, to the understanding of the Arab, this was the example the Prophet related to them. That means the best kind of camels. A camel in that time like a person owning a jaguar. All right? This is what we're talking about. All right? How expensive it is. So now the Prophet saying one person became Muslim because of their effort. So that means it's not an easy job, but it can be accomplished. He say you be a winner more than anyone that win a lottery ticket today. If you can understand what I'm talking about, all right? This is a big. And he did not say for one day or 1 week. You can set your goal on one person or one block of a street, and I'm going to keep doing this. And you say, brother, for the last 5 years I've been doing this, but nothing. This is not your job if it comes or not. Be patient, Allah will give you a fruit someday. But you have to continue. One single person. The Prophet didn't say in a week or a month or a year. But if you put this in your mind, inshallah, before I die, that somebody. And don't be deceived by every 2-3 Jum'ah, somebody come and take Shahada here, and everybody in the masjid say, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. They came in their own. Most of these people, they came in their own. Okay? But they came here because they think that it have to be a certain rituals. The Imam have to give it, and somebody have to raise his hand up, and somebody understand to have to be witnesses. It's nothing. When you see people coming here once a month or once every blue moon, it's not because you or me brought them here. No, I didn't do it. And even I let Mutahir Sabri on it because the people think, oh, the Imam giving shahada to the people every day. I'm not giving anything. No, I didn't. These people, most of them, they have relatives or whatever happened, they became Muslim. And now they come in to announce it here. Or that somebody told them that you need to go to the mosque and publicize it to everybody. But this not. So it's not, you understand, getting the result. Is your job. Do you do the job or not? This is what you should be worried about. Am I doing the job? Yeah, brother, I'm going, you understand, and giving the flyers and no, we're talking about organized and serious effort. Target one, you see in your job or your neighbor, and you understand, you invited them once a week, once a month to your house, giving them dinner, and after this we're talking serious talk. We are not going to come in, what they call it, passive, is this is the right word? Is it? No, no, we're talking about, all right, man, we're going to have a dinner together, and we're going to talk about what? Football, a match, and after this, when you get a chance, you're going to go a little bit about Islam for 5 minutes. No, we're talking about serious talk. Going to USC, all right? Going to Midland Tech, going to these places where there is intelligent, smart people sitting there. They're going to be the future, you understand, of these people leading the effort, and you're talking to them, giving them a talk. You're going to a church, you're going to sing. They open their houses. They open their places. They want to know about Islam, but we are not doing it. And I know there is some effort, but when I say we are not doing it, that means the effort could not even say that we have something. So we have to, if we start to think about one person became Muslim, listen carefully, because you are not going to go after this unless you know the great reward in it. Imagine one person, one single person become a Muslim. Every time he say, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, he's taken for every letter a 10 blessing. You sitting in your house and you getting for all this Fatiha that you read it, you get an equal reward. Because the Prophet said, Man da'a ila huda falahu mithli ujuri man tabi'ah. Whosoever invite others to good, he will get an equal reward of those followers. Remember this. Every time this person going to make salah is recorded also for you as a salah. Can you imagine this person going to make hajj? You're going to be recorded for hajj for you. If we know how important it is to get somebody to Islam, we are not going to slow and drag our feet towards it. We have to take this matter serious. Doesn't matter if the mosque have effort for this, have fun for it or not, that you need to know what you're missing from your life. And like I said, it's going to be, do you know what? Like a basketball. Do you know how the kids and adults love it? And there is no weekend go without go and bouncing the ball. And keep you understand, trying. And how to put it from under your leg and how you put it like this. And you keep to practice it until you become professional in it. This is the same thing. We have, if we really target this issue, we understand the importance of da'wah, how much reward and the credit we're going to get. We are not going to understand, be sitting, having a passive da'wah, or once a week, once a month, or once a year, share Islam Day. Come on, let's be serious about it. And I always keep repeating this small story. I saw two ladies coming to my house, knocking on my door, but one of them was blind. Wallahi, I'm telling you, one of them was blind. And when you understand, I ask about this, Okay, one lady is talking and the other one is blind. They came in my door and happened to be in Yawm Jum'ah. They came knocking on my door to tell me about Jesus. When I asked about the other lady, I understood that she was here to give her moral support. To be like, to feel encouraged, you understand? And to be here not to by herself. Ladies, and one of them blind. And we believe we have the truth. And we have the evidence. And we have the means, okay? We are not blind. But how much we doing? You can say, you understand, we're doing this, we're doing that. But if you really put it in a scale of a human being, okay, compare it to other things that we do, is zero. Is zero. Now, you get disappointed about what I'm saying, or you feel bad about what I'm saying. This is what I feel. I can be wrong. It's fine, yeah. I'm not an angel. I'm not going to make mistakes, okay? But to me, when I put it in the scale, I say this is zero. All right? It have to be organized effort. And if there is no organized effort, it have to be dedication from you. Forget about imam, forget about masjid, forget about everybody. This is going to be my effort. I'm going to go in the flea markets like the people selling sneakers there and perfume and incense. I'm going to have from my money a table. I'm giving $25, $40 for every week. I'm going to buy 100 books every week. Determination. And I'm going to get somebody to work for me for da'wah, stands there by the table. Every week. Do you know how many people hit the flea market every week? You bought a jar there of candy, you understand, and free Quran. Free information about Islam. Ask Brother Farouz, with his sister that we sent to the flea market. And he said, brother, I'm surprised. She did a lot of good, more than all these brothers standing behind the table like this. We don't even have a training. We don't know how to approach the people. He said, this sister that you sent there, she was actually making the people come to the table. And people started coming. But we did it for what? Couple of months. And when the sister went back overseas, the table is closed, everything is finished. So don't worry about what I'm saying, understand? Think. Does not have to be exactly the way, because I'm a person, I have this my idea. But you can invent the ideas. But the problem is that we can do something and after this, after a month or two, it die. And nobody cry over it. Nobody, oh brother, so you remember this brother used to in the flea market, used to do this and that. If you get to hear this hadith, this nasiha this morning, and it doesn't burn you inside, something wrong. Allah brought you to Islam, and Allah gave you the gift of Islam. You need to pass it to somebody. And like I said, don't worry about 50 people. Worry about one single person. Focus. You see this person in your job as example, and you can see that he uses his brain, and you talk to him, and you keep talking to him, you keep talking to him, and you keep insisting, you understand, okay, we're going to have break, and when we have the break, we're going to go to the coffee shop. No, I'm paying for it. And they like this stuff. Okay? I'm treating you today. There is a technique, there is a way. We have to learn how to do it. And like I said, you focus and don't say, okay, but he didn't take shahada yet. But keep the effort. Keep doing it. Show him your behavior, your discipline, your patience. Give him a book. Give him, explain things to him. And keep with it. Keep with it. When we have a plan, you understand, we keep giving it little bit water every day, until one day they see flowers. One day flowers will come. Inshallah. But the Prophet ﷺ, again, keeps this wasiyah. Remember, لَأَنْ يَهْدِيَ اللَّهُ بِكَ رَجُلًا وَاحِدًا. If Allah lead through your effort one single person, this for you You as a worker, as a da'iyah, is much better for you than possessing the whole gold of this life. How you can leave opportunity like this? Wallahi, I'm telling you guys, we in America have opportunities that we did not have it any. Look in China. Look what China doing to the Muslims there. Okay? We have freedom of speech. What we doing about it? We can go outside in the street and nobody tell you why you doing it. Maybe a policeman will tell you, sir, and even he's going to tell you, sir, you have to keep moving, you could not be standing. There is certain rules. Everybody have rules, okay? But he's not going to tell you why you're giving a flyer, why you giving booklets about Islam, why you talking to somebody Islam. They are not. Go outside. You found people, you understand? They have round their whole truck. Jesus loves you, Jesus this, Jesus this. The whole thing is da'wah. And they're standing there. Every 25 minutes you go and feed the meter. He's not saying anything, but he's giving you with a big sign. All what you need, wear a shirt. Islam is the way. Stand there. Nothing else. Keep walking. Every weekend, I used to have this baby stroller when I used to be this 20, 25 years ago, whatever, when I was younger and don't have too much work like now. I used to carry books, you understand? I have a stand and I go to Main Street. Good morning, how you doing today? Would you care something about Islam? Some people will take it. Keep doing it. Okay? And you put the time, I put the books. This is it, partnership. One person became Muslim so we can, inshallah, get the reward, me and you. All right? But we have to make some effort. We have to organize something. And if no organization, you are a man. You are a man in your own, you can do something. And we know how to go after something if we really mean it and if we want it. Okay? Does not have to say Masjid al-Muslimin. Does not have to say Imam Adly. Okay? Take my book and scratch my name. Islam is and this it, okay? Don't worry about it. You do it. Do it the way you want. Free country. Free speech. Everything is free. Do it. I may assist you, but I'm telling you, don't worry about nobody doing it, or only few people, or the masjid is not organizing something, or, okay, the imam in fault, the masjid in fault, what about you? Oh, brother, this, you understand, is a big job. It takes two. You don't have anybody you play basketball with? You don't have anybody go with you to Starbucks? So take the same person that you body together, tell them, every week we're going to be standing on Fidney Park. We're going to be standing there. You support me, stand there beside me, and we talk. Nothing else. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala help us all. Open our hearts, our mind to what we heard about it. Take the advice of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam seriously. We are the winner if we do it. Okay? We are the winners. So think about this wasiyah. The Prophet say one single person. One single person is sincere. Inshallah, Allah will give it to somebody who will be a Muslim in your hand. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless your efforts. Subhanakallahumma bihamdik. Nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. May Allah bless your day. Make your day better than yesterday, inshallah.